probably DM'd me for the double deficit method, and I'm excited to show you guys how this works to make sure that you can use it on your own and get some really good results from it. So first of all, if you want to truly transform, I need you to understand you need one of these two things. And the first thing is going to lend itself to the second thing, and I'll explain that in a second. Number one, you usually need fat loss of about 20 to 30 pounds for most women, and sometimes you're gonna need more than that, okay? I am somebody who's pretty lean, but if I want to get really lean, I usually have to go through a fat loss phase of about 20 pounds to get there. So knowing that, that means that we need to be spending enough time in a fat loss phase to actually see that fat loss that we want to see and get lean enough. Secondarily, the second thing that will truly transform your physique is a building phase that's going to last at least 6 months, but usually 8 to 12 months. In order to have a building phase that's that long, again, you need to be lean. You need to be able to lose a lot of body fat so you can start a building phase from a lean physique and spend enough time in that building phase. This is what will truly transform your physique, okay? But this is what you are usually doing that is giving you the net results, okay? This is the same thing I was doing for the first few years of my fitness journey that was keeping me stuck, okay? I was going back and forth between the same 10 to 15 pounds. You usually go through fat loss phase about 3 to 4 months long, losing about 10 to 15 pounds, maybe even a little bit less than that. Maybe only losing 8 pounds, right? Then you go into a building phase. Again, you only spend about 3 to 4 months here because you go back up that same 15 pounds, that same 10 to 15 pounds really fast, only to repeat the same process over and over again, never looking any different because you're just going back and forth, only spending 3 to 4 months in between the same 10 to 15 pounds. Again, if you really want to transform, you need 20 to 30 pounds of fat loss or 6 months in a building phase, and you're not doing either one here. So the double deficit method, this is going to fix that because you're going to be able to lose body fat, enough body fat to truly lean out and transform. And you're going to be able to spend enough time then in your building phases because you've got lean enough. This is how this works. And this is some women that's worked for. This is Liz. Liz is a full-time nurse. She's also postpartum. She was 4 months postpartum on the left. And she has another daughter who was below the age of 2, I believe, or 3. So she has a lot going on. She also had an hour commute each way. She was moving into a new house, all the things. She wanted to lean out and do it in a way that was going to be successful and truly lean out. This happened in 2 different deficits with the double deficit method. She was able to lean out completely, lose 50 pounds, and I mean, she literally looks amazing, right? Or Tiwi, this is another example here. She was actually really struggling to see any progress herself previous to joining coaching. She would lose a little bit of body fat, but she could never keep it off. That was really her main issue. She would always gain it back. So when she came to us, we got her through the first fat loss phase, maintained, and then got through her second fat loss phase where she is now. And she's able to maintain this physique very effortlessly at this point. She's also a mom too as well, which it just happenstance. And last but not least, Nicole. Nicole's also a full-time nurse, and she's also a mom. She's a postpartum mom of twins. You can see here, she leaned out so much after being postpartum, but she went through 2 different deficits to get here. She had to go through these 2 different deficits. She lost body fat, maintained, and then lost a little bit more. So how does the double deficit method actually work? Instead of going fat loss, building phase, fat loss, like a lot of people do, again, going back and forth on the same 10 to 15 pounds over and over, go from fat loss to maintenance to fat loss, okay? You're just maintaining in between the 2 fat loss periods. But how long are you gonna spend in each phase, and how do you know when to stop dieting? This is where it really depends, and every woman is going to be different, right? Each of the women that I just shared above had different lengths of time cutting, different lengths of time at maintenance, different lengths of time in their second cut. And this is just dependent on how your body's responding, on how much body fat you have to lose, on where you started your cut, on the calories you're eating. But the best results always come from custom strategy, just like the woman above. They all use the same method, but the strategy itself, the nitty-gritty macros, how long, etc., was custom to them. So if that's what you're looking for, something that's built out for you, you can literally turn your brain off and just follow the plan in front of you. Money back guaranteed to work, by the way. We can get into that. Just click the link in the description on this video and you can apply for coaching and see if you're fit for our program.